is a different kind of topic. I wanted to do something fun. It's something that I'm actually developing. And so you guys get to be the guinea pig, so to speak, of an e-course that I'm creating. Really excited. It's called Intuitive Writing, Igniting Your Creative Mojo and Keeping It Going. How to ignite your creative mojo and keep it going. So, yeah, that's the sort of working title right now. I'm working on that. And so I wanted to offer you some of the exercises and meditations that I'm going to be doing on this e-course. So today I wanted to just talk a little bit about creativity and how it relates to writing in particular. So my background, a little bit of my background is that I studied English with an emphasis in creative writing. I've been honestly writing since I was, oh goodness. If I go back to the time when I started those diaries and journals, I must have been about 9 or 10 years old when I started writing. So that was basically over 40 years ago. Shoot, now you know how old I am. And writing became my solace in many ways because I was a bit of a loner and a little bit lonely. As you can imagine, being the strange girl, I needed to find ways to entertain myself when I was younger, and writing became my companion. And it was through writing that I really discovered myself and who I was at that time, who I am today, and it really offered me a source of comfort and allowed me to open doors to my imagination. And it's been a beautiful gift, and I'm so grateful that I have this talent to write. Then years later, after I got my degree in English, I went on to do an internship for a magazine called Mother Jones Magazine. And this was a very, very left wing magazine. I was really excited. I was doing some copy editing, but unfortunately, I didn't get a job with Mother Jones Magazine. And then I was doing some volunteer work for a gay publication, and the editor was really happy with my work, but it turned out when there was a job opening, they couldn't give me the job because I wasn't actually gay. And I was like, oh, darn, there's prejudice against heterosexuals here. But no, of course, that made sense to me. And I bowed out gracefully. And so there were many, many years where I kind of forgot about writing until I came to Bali. And I guess it was after I was teaching. I was teaching in kindergarten, first grade for a couple of years. Before that, I was teaching English as a foreign language. I was pregnant with my second son, Jivan, and I was reading a book called The Artist's Way. Maybe some of you know of that book. It's an awesome book. It's a 12-week program, and in that 12 weeks, leading up to my birth of Jivan, I was feverishly going through the exercises, and that was when I rediscovered my passion for writing. And so I didn't quite finish the course because then, of course, I went into labor and I had to deliver my son, and then I was pretty busy. But when he got to be about 3 months old and literally my money was almost running out, I didn't have hardly any money in the bank account. I knew I had to get a job. And so I opened up the Bali Advertiser, I believe, and lo and behold, there was a job for someone to be an editor for not one but two magazines simultaneously, and those magazines are called Bali Plus and iStyle magazines. And I think Bali Plus is still out there. It's a little tourist publication. It's kind of a little vertical pamphlet size magazine. And I applied and I got the job, which was awesome. And this is when I really got to hone my writing abilities as a professional writer, and I was writing articles about villas, hotels, restaurant reviews, and iStyle, which was a fashion magazine, enabled me to write about fashion, which is hilarious because I am not a fashionista at all, but I had to learn the lingo. And it just goes to show that if you really want something bad enough and you focus your attention and intention, it is totally possible to manifest your dreams. And it had always been a dream of mine to be a writer. So all those years of, writing in my journal and, my background as a creative writer throughout uni really paid off. And of course, I learned a lot along the way. But that kind of writing as a professional journalist or freelance writer, wasn't really intuitive writing. It works in a very different way. Obviously, it's more kind of left brain, linear type of writing with a very specific structure. So, intuitive writing, I think the best way to describe it, it's coming from a place of within. Yeah, it's taking pause in your day and going within and accessing that inner voice, that higher self, if you will, that allows you to move beyond the left brain, logical thinking part of you into a place of right brain creativity. And so some people wonder, how do I do that? How can I get out of my head, stop listening to the inner critic, self sabotaging myself, procrastinating, all the things that happen when we get too much into the left brain way of thinking. So today I thought I would take you through a little guided meditation that I'm going to be using in my e-course, and it's called basically a guided meditation to meet your future writer self or future self. It doesn't matter. You don't have to envision yourself as a writer, but I would like to think that those of you who are watching this are interested in writing. You can envision yourself as a writer. Otherwise, you can just envision yourself and your future self, however you wish your vision to be. So go ahead and just close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. Hi, Lynn. Thank you for joining. Just starting the meditation, breathing in and exhaling. And as you close your eyes, I'd like you to imagine yourself in a beautiful place in nature. It can be a place you've been to before, or it can be somewhere totally made up in your mind. And just engage all your senses, your sense of touch, smell. Perhaps there's even a taste in the air. Your hearing, your sight. Engage all your senses. Open up to the experience of being in this beautiful natural place. Feel yourself relaxing, knowing that you're safe here and that all is well. Taking another nice deep breath in as you look around your sanctuary. You begin to walk towards a pathway and see this pathway in this beautiful natural place, walking down the pathway, and you're heading towards meeting your future self. And there's an excitement in your step as you continue walking, feeling confident and happy and well, knowing that you're about to meet your future self. And up ahead in the distance, you see a kind of outline of an abode. And you can imagine this however you wish, this abode. Imagine it however you will. And as you get closer, it becomes more defined. There's a familiarity about this abode. It's as if you've been here before. And you have, because the past, present, and future are all occurring simultaneously. And so you continue and you walk up to the front door, gently rapping on the front door with your knuckles. And the door slowly creaks open, and standing before you is your future self 10 years from today in 2030. And there she is, or he is, inviting you to come inside. And so you do. You come inside, you find a comfortable place to sit down, facing your future self. There's a curiosity as you look at all the details of who you will be 10 years from today. Your future self smiles back at you. She or he has been waiting for you and knows you have many questions. And so the first question I invite you to ask your future self is, what do I need to embrace in my life so that I can fully activate my creative mojo? What do I need to embrace in my life? And just allow that answer, that awareness to come to you as your future self shares this with you. And then the next question you ask your future self is, what do I need to let go of or release from my life in order to fully activate my creativity beyond my wildest imagination? What do I need to let go of? And so you wait for the answer from your future self. Next, you ask, is there a symbol or word that you can share with me at this time that represents my anchor or access to this incredible creativity? Is there a symbol or word that you can please give me that represents my access to this unlimited creativity? And finally, you ask, is there anything else that I need to know at this time that will allow me to open up even more to my creative genius and ignite that fire? Is there anything else that you can tell me that I need to know? And now your future self gently smiles at you, and you realize that you have received the answers you are meant to receive at this time. You can come back and visit your future self at any time. You can walk yourself through this guided visualization, and you can use it for many different areas of your life, not just creativity. You can talk to your future self about abundance, love, joy, whatever it is you'd like to learn about. But today, it is time to return back home. And so you reach out, you embrace your future self, thanking him or her for all the wisdom, all the love and support that he or she has given you today. And then you turn and you walk towards the door and you open the door, walking out the door back onto the pathway, returning back from whence you came, walking back, feeling peaceful, feeling a sense of clarity, a sense of completeness. Taking back all the wisdom you've learned from this journey to meet your future self, and knowing that it will be easy for you to apply these learnings and wisdom into your life to ignite your creativity. Returning back to your sanctuary and just wriggling your fingers, wriggling your toes, and coming back fully present into your body. Take a nice deep cleansing breath in, knowing that all that you've learned today you will retain and be able to utilize in whatever form you choose, whether it's painting or writing. You can utilize this creative information, this wisdom for you and whatever it is you're creating in your life. Wonderful. I hope you've really enjoyed this meditation. I could actually feel the power. Wow. As I was guiding you, all of you who are yet to see this, except for Lynn, who's watching right now, all of those in the future, I can feel the impact it's going to have on you. I'm really excited for you. Please comment in this Facebook post after the live goes up, on Instagram, and also after the live goes up on Facebook. Please comment, let me know how this meditation was for you. And even if it's just a little thing, I'd love to hear your experience and the effect of this meditation, and how you can ignite your creativity through something like this. This is a wonderful way to do it, but there's lots of other tools. I'm going to share a few more over the next weeks ahead. Thank you so much for joining, and have a great day or night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. Thank you so much for joining today. Namaste. So much love and blessings to you.